Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Crest, where we focus on fundamental analysis for our direction and technical analysis for entries. And last week we had a very beautiful week, even in the midst of low volatility, although it kicked in on Friday, which was a beautiful one. And this week we looking at what could be priced into the market. We already have the CPI from the China, and it's better than forecast, but it's not good data. Regardless, it's not good data. Looking at what we have the GATT speech on Monday. We have the Bailey speaking on Tuesday. We have Powell be testifying all through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But we have CPI, which is inflation data for the US, which is very important. And what the market is looking at is inflation looking the same way, which with the tariffs, I'm actually expecting it to hold. Still bullish for the USD. And then we have the GDP for the pound, which the market is anticipating that it should still be the same as previous, so they are not expecting any much of a change from it. The Swiss inflation data still expecting it to be in the negative, and then basically that's what we'll be looking at, plus the retail sales. Nothing much. So going to my chart, and still all the last data is still in existence of what we'll be looking at. Looking at Dixie, what we do have is, if we could see what we're looking at, we bullish leg. So on the daily time frame, we have this as our higher high, we have this as our higher low, we have our higher high, which this is a liquidity which we anticipated that is going to be price reacting from this demand. We have our internal breakout structure, pullback leg, so this is going to be moving to the upside. Looking at it from a 4 hours perspective, this is our higher high, this is our higher low, and also liquidity grab. So on market open, we're expecting continuation, so there will be some form of reaction from this supply to pull back and continue. Sorry about the rough work. And looking at the card, strong because they had good data coming out on Friday, which came out on Friday. We have the weakness in the euro and the pound. We have strength in the yen. So with that, we could also say that the NZD is still weak, and we can focus our attention on just those we've looked at. So starting with NZD, okay, looking at NZD card, what we have here, this was a beautiful setup, but it was a setup I had, but I never took it. So okay, take that off. This, what I'm seeing here is these are lower low, our lower high. This was our lower low, and if you watch the previous videos, I made mention of this beautiful zone which the market is reacting from, and there's been a breakout structure on the 4 hours. So we could see this is our higher high, higher low, higher high. Now this is our higher low to make what? Lower low to make a lower high. So could we say this is our lower high supply? Beautiful. We could say that. So the market could react here and continue to the upside. So this could be lower low, lower high to make what? Lower low. Or the market could grab this as liquidity and drop. The next one we do have should be NZD JPY, but it's not that beautiful. But looking at it, we have this supply zone. Probably the market might react today. Looking at it from a daily perspective, that's the supply. but I'm not too cool with it. The next thing is our USD China. This is based on the dollar strength, so we could say this market is trending to the upside. So this is it. If you look at it from your 4 hours time frame, we anticipate the market to bounce off this demand. Your SL could be here because this was our liquidity grab, and then the market is moving to the upside. Looking at the next, if you like the gold or silver, if you like gold or silver, you could look at markets coming into this demand and continue to the upside, but I'm not worried about trading it this week. I gave you guys setup last week. Looking at the USD Swiss, which is very, very beautiful. As we can see, it's almost the same thing. So I expected this market to react from this demand. So if you look at it from the 4 hours time frame, I expected this market to react beautifully at this demand, but it didn't. It stopped here and broke structure to the upside, pulling back in. So I've been in this setup and looking to continue to take it to the upside. It's a good reward. Looking at NZD USD. Alright, looking at it from a weekly standpoint, we're going to the downside for hours on the daily time frame. The daily is still telling me probably to be going to the downside because this is probably this liquidity grab, but I'm not looking at it as liquidity grab. I'm looking at it as break of structure, pullback. So I expect this market to continue to the downside. That is a doji. So our 4 hour supply, I'm expecting this market to drop, pull back, then I might look for shorts. Continue looking for shorts again because it's still shorts all the way. Looking at GBP USD, it is cool, but I like it's for short. So looking at this, we expect the market to continue to the downside, but should there be a very massive bearish candle on Monday, then I'll wait for a pullback to the supply to short, or this could be a pull to short. That's what I'm looking out for. Then the pound card, because of card strength, we can see this was the analysis. If you guys remember what I said some 3 weeks ago, so this is a lower low. I'm looking for what? A lower high, and the market has reacted, grabbed liquidity handsomely, and this market already reacted from our D1 supply of Thursday, so on Friday. So now I don't expect the market to go higher, but should it go higher, it will be to grab liquidity, or we could say this is a liquidity. So the market might come, bounce, grab liquidity, or it reacts from this marked supply to the downside. It's very, very simple. The Euro USD is still on my watch list very cleanly. So this reaction is the GBP USD also, it's almost the same thing. So I'm expecting the market to come up to this imbalance, react here, and then we continue to short. I'm already in this trade. I'm already in this position, very beautiful one. So this is for Euro USD. Going for the Euro Swiss, just because of the Swiss weakness, but I don't really like the setup. I gave the setup 3 weeks ago, which this is our demand, and the market has been into this weekly demand. Going to the daily time frame, this was a D1 demand, and if you look at it from a 4 hours perspective, do we on a 4 hours perspective, do we have a change in structure? Would we say so? Now this market opened as a gap here, did this, so this is a higher high. I don't know if I could say this is a higher low. So if it does this and pulls back, then I'll look to buy. That is as simple as it is. For Euro, looking at Swiss yen, So I'm looking at this Swiss yen short. I'm expecting it to short here, or it should come up to this level. I'm expecting to short it here or to come up to this level, and then I'll short it. We could also look at the card again to continue shorting, and then the Aussie card looks promising too, I believe. So this grabbed liquidity, we have our breakout structure, this supply has been mitigated, so continuation to the downside. So this imbalance has to be filled. So on Monday I might just take this position pending order from here. My stop loss at 50 pips, and then we target our 1:2. This is just the setups we have for the week. Do have a nice trading week.